Yo, it's boy Marcus Morcini back from the video. Today we're going to be talking about a story. So I put out a poll a while back and I was saying, like, what do you want to see, if you want to see anything done different with my commentaries? And a couple people put story time as one, like they want to hear some stories or whatever. I think sports, music, and something else was the other one. And I have a couple stories. I definitely will do one of them, but this one's going to happen as well. So yeah, I just thought I would, let y'all know why you're seeing this title and what this might be about. Anyway, that being said, let's kind of dive into the story, man. So back in high school, we went to a small school. I would say like about 1,000 people or so. And, I used to never like missing school. I hated missing school. You know what I mean? Not because I love school or anything like that. I really didn't. I just hated missing out on stuff. So I had like this, because if you miss a day of school, you're going to make all that stuff up, all that work up, or if something happens while you're gone, you know what I mean? Then you don't know what happened or you won't hear about it or whatever the case might be. And I hate that. I hate that feeling of like I missed out on wherever that event was. And this is kind of where this made that feeling worse, this event right here. So what happened? So the night before this day of school, I was told by my old man, he said, you're going to have to come and work with me in the morning. Now, this has happened before. You know what I mean? I used to have to work with him. So, all summer long, I would always work with him. So it didn't really, you know what I mean? I was like, all right, whatever. So we ended up having to go to work the next day, right? So the day after that, I still have school. You know what I mean? This is the middle of the week, right? So end up going to work that day, right? So wake up, go to work, miss all school, and then missed the practice as well. I missed like a practice that day as well. I was completely gone, right? Didn't attend anything, probably like a football practice or something, baseball, whatever it might have been. And whatever happens. Sometimes you gotta miss school for something. And so we end up the next day, right? I get back to school the next day. I'm like, oh, I'm back. I missed out on all the work, missed out on all the whatever happened at school and all that stuff. So I'm walking in, waiting, get to class, right? Sitting in my first class. None of my boys are really in my first class of the day. And at this time, this happened in the next class, right? So I get to the next class. First class didn't really matter. I mean, I was in there doing whatever. Next class comes around, and all my boys are like, yo, where were you yesterday? We were like, I was at work yesterday, And he's like, my dad told me, I had to go to work. And they were like, dude, you missed it. I was like, what? Why is everybody telling me I missed something? I was like, I knew I missed it. I was, I missed some work or something, schoolwork. And they're like, no, this girl, bro. So this girl, I won't use her name. Ashley, bro, Ashley, her boob popped out yesterday. And I was like, what? You got to keep in mind, I knew Ashley from like kindergarten, right? In America, if you're watching in the Philippines, shout out to you. We have kindergarten, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th grade. Up until, this was 10th grade, I believe. And so, man, so, Ashley has a boob pop out that day that I missed it. You know what I mean? And that could be hard to handle for a man. Like, you know what I mean? How you missed that? So I've known this chick for like, I don't know, a decade. You know what I mean? And, man, it's like everybody else was so excited about it that like when they told me, I can only imagine how excited they were when it happened, right? So they give me like the full breakdown backstory because I'd have missed everything. I didn't know. And they're like, yo, dude, yeah, she was wearing like one of those low cut cleavage shirts, right? So she just couldn't, hang down real low. It was already kind of seeable. And then, she was doing something in front of the class and then the shit just popped out. And everybody saw it. And I'm like, oh no. And me having one, I wouldn't say I had a crush on this girl, man, back in the day. I've known her for so long that I guess you could probably at some point I did, but not this time, you know what I mean? So Man, I get that story in the back end. I was so mad. I was so mad that I missed that day. I had to work yesterday. I didn't get to go see, you know what I mean? So, anyway, that's basically what happened, man. I get down the back end. I missed out. So everybody else knew, and I didn't know what it was like to see him. It's kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. That's pretty much it for that side of the story, man. That was, man, when was this? It's about like circa 2015, I would say. Yeah, about 2015, back when I was in high school. So, man, funny shit. Funny shit. I hate missing stuff. And that kind of followed me on for like the rest of my life. I hate missing out on anything. You know what I mean? So like, even nowadays, you know what I mean? I hate missing out on like events. If somebody's going into an event, right? Like one of my boys is going, I don't want to not go. I have to go. Because what if something happens while I'm there? Nothing's happening at home. I'm not going to miss out, on anything at home. But if I don't go to meet him at whatever event it is, you know what I mean? If we're going out to the bars or we're going out to a club or we're going out to a movie theater or dinner and like a movie theater or whatever it might be, I don't want to miss out on some action that can happen at that place. I got to be there for that. So I hate missing out. I got FOMO, fear of missing out on like anything at this point in life. You know what I mean? Kind of partially stemming from that experience where I missed out on that in high school. So I hate missing out on stuff. if somebody ever asks me like, hey, do you want to go out? You know what I mean? Hey, you want to go do this? Whatever it might be. I'm like, yo, I'm there. Because I hate missing out. Because somebody's boob could pop out and then I don't get to see it. And then that's fucked up. You know what I mean? Oh, man. But that was high school. You know what I mean? I guess nowadays it's a lot easier to see. I didn't even know about, smacking the salmon or the 5-knuckle shuffle or whatever you all want to call it. If you don't get those two names, I'm not going to get any more specific. But I didn't do that back then. You know what I mean? I didn't know about that. So, like, you know what I mean? That would have been cool to see because, I wasn't on that kind of time yet. But, yeah. Basically, that's what I want to know. Plus, like, you know what I mean? It's different when you see, like, a girl that you, like, grew up with. Who's, you know what I mean? Like, it's different. It's not the same thing. Anyway, it's been your boy, Marcus Orsini. Here's a little story for y'all. We kept it simple. I got a way more complicated one I actually got to write down for later on that you guys are definitely going to see. Probably around when I hit 1K subs, I'll do that one. I don't know how that's going to work. Maybe I should do it before I get monetized. Or however that. I don't know how that works. Anyway. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Actually did pretty good in this gameplay. I think I went like 10-4 in S&D. I made some stupid decisions in this one, but whatever. And turn on post notifications if you want to. It's been your boy Marcus from Orsini. I'm out of here. Peace.